government is being a big jerk about the internet. They want to track us on it. They want to control how much we can access. They want to make as much money off of it as possible. They're just being total jerks about the internet. So now might be a good time to remind everyone that the government actually has its own shadow internet that only they can access. It's called ESNet, short for Energy Sciences Network. The government and its national laboratories all have exclusive access to it. It can sustain 100 gigabits per second transfers between locations. And the Department of Energy just announced that they're extending it to select cities across the Atlantic. They're deploying 4 separate government links between Boston, New York, and D.C. to London, Amsterdam, and Geneva. The total capacity for these new links will be 340 gigabits per second. Now, the numbers by themselves might not be that impressive, so the website extremetech.com put it into layman's terms. They reported that back in November of last year, ESNet managed a disk-to-disk transfer speed that was the equivalent of sending 11 movies in 1 second across 1,700 miles, the fastest long-distance connection ever created. Meanwhile, the internet we peons get to enjoy is still made up of much, much, much slower speeds. And the government and most internet providers aren't doing much to fix that. No, instead they're just trying to figure out how they can make all the money and keep all the toys for their purposes. We've got Time Warner and Comcast trying to merge still, which is nothing short of absurd. I mean, it's the very definition of a monopoly, something outlawed in this country. Even the Department of Justice is investigating how if the merger happened, the new company would have reasons to slow down people's internet as a means of control. The idea of the merger should have been laughed right out of Washington, but instead it's slowly inching forward. And of course, the FCC is still considering making we the mere peons pay more for faster connections. Net neutrality for us remains a hot debate as we sit and watch Netflix, unable to stream a damn movie for hours on end. All while the government is now extending its super-fast shadow internet to its best friends across the pond. This story makes clear the notion that the government always serves itself first, and fast, stable internet access is no exception. Tonight, let's talk about that by following me on Twitter @TheResident.